Hi, this is Don Deems, the Dentist Coach. Thanks for stopping by for the Dentist Coach Insider Strategies. I hope you'll find today's insider strategy useful in your life and practice. My best wishes to you. Hi, this is Dr. Don Deems, the Dentist Coach, with a very important blog for you, and that's a checklist for 2018. Since we're into the year already, there's several things that I want to give you in terms of what are my top 10 things that you need to have scheduled already throughout the year. So, all this is written down in my blog, but let me just share each of these items with you. The first thing is that, do you have a business plan already put together? If you have you scheduled a time to review that with your team? If you've never had a business plan, there's a very simple way of doing that. It's something called the one-page business plan, and it's authored by a man named Jim Horan. So you can find it on the internet. You can go in the bookstore and buy it, and I would highly recommend that you have your own business plan and that you discuss this with your team, because after all, you are the leader. You need to know where to go, and they need to know how to follow you and help you achieve your goals. Okay? So that's number one. Number two is go ahead and schedule all those team meetings throughout the rest of the year, because guess what? If they're not scheduled, they won't happen, and that's a shame. So when I don't have something on the schedule, things tend to get put in that spot, right? And all of a sudden it's like, oh, now we got to move patients around, or somebody's going to be gone, or something else like that happens. So go ahead, block those times on your schedule for whenever you take it, whether it's once a month, once every 2 weeks, it doesn't really matter. But go ahead and get all those scheduled right up front, okay? The next thing is make sure that you've already scheduled individual meetings with each team member. That meeting is where you're going to sit down and talk to that team member about what are their goals, what are the things that they're going to be learning this year, what are they going to be doing, and how can you help them achieve that. Okay? So set aside time for each person as early in the year as possible for you to meet and co-develop a plan with them in terms of achieving their goals as an employee and team member. The next item is have a budget. Nobody likes budgets, but if you don't have a budget, then how are you going to know if you're staying within your means? Time and time again, people who have budgets fare a lot better off than people who don't. So if you've never done a budget before, you can work with a bookkeeper or even your CPA to help you get started. Because once you've done one the first year, all subsequent years make it a whole lot simpler. So let's add that to your checklist, is make sure you have a budget. The next item is go ahead and plan your vacation. You can't wait till the last minute to plan a vacation, because patients will get scheduled. People hate to get moved around, right? So go ahead and plan those vacation times right now. You don't know what they are? Talk to your spouse, talk to your family, make those plans. At least get some dates down so that you can begin planning around that too. Another point is update your financial plan. You don't have a financial planner? Get one. A certified financial planner is probably one of the most important assets in the village of people that will help you be successful. Why update your financial plan? Because situations change. And maybe from last year your situation hasn't changed a lot, so maybe it's not that necessary that you do it a lot. But let's say that you're at a certain juncture. Maybe the kids are grown now, maybe they moved out of the house, maybe you've had a change in relationship status. There's all kinds of things that would warrant checking in with your financial planner and looking over whatever your financial plan is. So a financial planner is not the same as a CPA by any means, although some CPAs are also certified financial planners. The next thing is, talking about CPAs, is make sure that you schedule meetings with your CPA. I recommend that you at least meet with your CPA 2, even 3 times throughout the year. The first time being in, say, June, and then the second time being in the first part of the last quarter of the year, and then lastly sometime a month or so in advance for last minute tax planning strategies with your accountant. So your accountant is going to be the one that will help you in the tax scenario. So make sure that you have a CPA that you work with who can help you and guide you into the best things. There's a lot of new tax law changes in this coming year, and some of these may affect you quite a bit. So go ahead and have that conversation early. Take a look at some of the changes in the Section 199 and Section 129 tax law. So take a look at those. Another part is go ahead and plan for your own professional growth. What do I mean by that? You know, CE, right? It's the stuff that we all need to do, and in many states, if not all, have to do. So go ahead and get that marked out on your schedule, because if you wait to the last minute, it's going to be a problem. So begin to take a look at that and go ahead and plan what you're going to do this year and get on the schedule to get those sorts of things done. I also want you to consider writing down a marketing plan ASAP. So marketing plans are basically, you don't have to make them really complicated. I mean, we're small businesses, so you don't need a really large plan, maybe like a corporation has. So marketing is a whole topic in and of itself, but you're going to have both internal marketing efforts as well as external marketing efforts. So do a little bit of both, okay? And I recommend that you break it down into quarters throughout the year. So, for example, the first quarter of 2018, what are you going to do? What are both internal marketing strategies, which might be, thank you for patient referrals, or external marketing strategies? Maybe you decide that you want to do some marketing on Facebook or Google. Maybe you want to send out postcards, any number of things. I'm not making any specific recommendations because every practice is different, but have a written marketing plan, and each quarter look at what was my return on my investment for doing this, okay? And understand that certain types of marketing take a lot longer than one quarter to see about the return on your investment, or ROI, okay? So have that written marketing plan down and take a look at that throughout the year, okay? If you don't have something written down, then it probably won't happen. And if you wait till things are just super slow and then you decide to market, then that's going to be a little late to do that. So even if your practice is going super well, go ahead and get that marketing plan going, okay? And lastly, take a look right now at where are the places in your practice that is underperforming. So take a look at your numbers, take a look at especially production, take a look at your collections, take a look at things like accounts aging and insurance aging. Look at what's your mix of procedures. Where are you underdiagnosing, overdiagnosing? How are the hygienists doing? What are all the different metrics in your practice that you use to see where it's underperforming? If you find that you're underperforming in certain areas, make a written note to sit down and talk with that about your team and come up with some plans to pay more attention to it. It's easy for all of us to get into a rut of only seeing certain things or doing certain things. So you probably have a lot of different skills, a lot of different ideas, and a lot of things that you can do and can offer to do, but if you never remember then to do it, then it won't get done. So use this checklist to kind of jumpstart your year so that 2018 is one of the best years yet. So all this is written down in the blog that accompanies this video. I hope you'll take the time to go to the website and read it. So thanks again for joining the Dentist Coach Insider Strategies. Have a great year. Thanks for watching today's Insider Strategy. I hope to see you around for future videos. If you have a comment, would like to ask me a question, or have a topic you'd like to see me talk about, please leave your comments in the box below. Thanks again, and my best wishes to you.